Welcome to my channel. 1. Why Mugabe will vote for Chamisa, Zhuwao. When Nelson Chamisa stated on 19th of March 2018 in an SABC interview on that he suspected President Mugabe would vote for him in this 2018 election, my ego, arrogance and emotions refused to accept such a possibility. I have gradually had to swallow my pride and accept that what I considered an impossibility is a reality. Let me state, right from the outset, that I do not speak for President Mugabe. The views in this ZBR are my personal perspectives derived from my own rational analyses of events. My Damascene moment, my turnaround that is similar to that of Saul on the road to Damascus, has been informed by my own knowledge of President Mugabe and my own numerous objective assessments of the current reality of Zimbabwean politics. In this article, I will recount President Mugabe's public pronouncements on his views on how to cure the illegality of the November 15, 2017. As I associate myself to President Mugabe's views, I must also acknowledge that I agree with Professor Jonathan Moyo's take that Zimbabwe's 2018 election is indeed a critical or realignment election. The term critical or realignment election is derived from political science and political history to describe the realignment of political forces to cause dramatic changes in the political system. The President Mugabe that I know is driven by principle. One of the most fundamental of those principles is that politics leads the gun and not the other way round. President Mugabe, during his interview with several media houses on 15th of March 2018, described the military coup that Chiwenga and Angagwa engaged in on November 15, 2017 as a disgrace that needs to be corrected. The answer is derived from negative and positive determinants on that decision. The negative determinant is that President Mugabe will not vote for junta-sponsored spoilers whose sole purpose is to perpetuate military rule by dividing the opposition vote. I will name and shame these spoilers in due course. The determinants that impact positively on whom President Mugabe will vote for are influenced by the reality that there are significant realignments in Zimbabwe's political forces. These realignments in Zimbabwe's politics are underpinned by both the actual content of the 2013 Constitution of Zimbabwe, and the inclusive nature of how that constitution was developed by the two main political groupings then headed by President Mugabe and the late Prime Minister Zhuwao respectively. Two fundamental characteristics of the realignments of political forces are, firstly, the focus and orientation of defining political perspectives on one hand, and, secondly, the demographic structure of Zimbabwe on the other hand. Most political forces are realigning according to focus and orientations that looks into the future, whilst a few forces remain fixated on an entitlement mantra based on the past, such as participation in the liberations struggle or having previously been vice president, deputy prime minister, minister, legislator or councillor. Political forces are also realigning according to the demographic realities that recognize that only 23% of Zimbabwe's population is over 35 years old, whilst 36% is between 15 and 35 years old and 46% is below 15 years old. The realignments of political forces, which are in themselves going to result in having the 2018 election being a critical or realignment election, will definitely find resonance in President Mugabe's inherently democratic disposition and his ability and capacity to embrace progress. Retrogressive notions and prejudices that existed previously no longer hold. It is not progressive to continue to hold on to the past and outdated rivalries that existed between the Mugabe-led ZANU-PF and the Zhuwao-led MDC. It is therefore my considered view and opinion that President Mugabe will vote for Nelson Chamisa on the basis that the balance of forces are democratically leaning towards a futuristic focus and orientation driven by the demographic reality of a younger population. The retrogressive forces premised on the entitlement focus of people who seek to claim leadership on the basis of previous participation, past positions and former rivalries cannot be supported. Thank for watching. Please subscribe and share. See you again.